Before getting into a meeting, you will exchange 5-6 interactions and feel that, okay, this is the time fixed. What if we can put a scheduler and give that access to the customer and say that, okay, you go to my calendar and book your own slot. I'm okay with that. We don't need to exchange multiple mails, right? So this is the scheduler application. I can schedule anything here. I can open up the slots. I can give it to the customer and customer will book it. The moment they book it, the mail comes here. This is Saidesh, booked it my schedule today morning, and that mail came here on the Zoom client. If I have to take this mail and put it into a chat application, I can do that. Right? I'm simply sharing this mail into a chat application with any of the groups that I have. So I am integrating mail and chat applications tightly. Let's look at other IQ capabilities. Samir spoke about IQ capabilities. What is Zoom IQ capabilities that we have? We have many customers, our sales force interacting with the customers day in and day out. How well are the interaction happening with the customers? Are they able to pass on the message or your value proposition properly? Right? How do you know? Say for example, this recording between these two gentlemen is of 18 minutes. Will you be able to sit through all the 18 minutes? May not, right? So I can only play highlights. The yellow color ones are highlights. I will quickly go there. I'll understand what is you. Not just that, I also have a dashboard here. So this dashboard tells me what is the summary of that recording, of that call. It gives me detailed summary as well as the brief summaries. Right? It will also tell me what is the talk-listen ratio. Who is speaking most? Is the other participant or I am speaking most? Right? What is the longest spell? What is the talking speed? Right? These are all data generated and provided to the management in a dashboard. So management can take a call. Okay, this set of people requires a specific training. Let them upskill. I will provide the training to them because in these areas the performance can be improved and they can be much more effective on the field. I can also create a clip. Say that, okay, this 5 minutes of recording is very good. Everybody in the organization should hear about it. I'll create a clip and extend that clip to everybody in the organization. I don't need to send 18 minutes of recording for it. I can also look at content, transcript of that content. I can look at comments. I can say that, okay, in this particular portion you spoke it very well. It also tells me if there are any competition names were taken during the interaction. So I can quickly click here and I'll go to that particular portion of the recording. So this is the conversational analytics platform coming from Zoom. You have many platforms in the market which works in silos. But this is a platform which is tightly integrated with Zoom meetings, which provides actionable insights for our customers. Now let's quickly go back to team. Samir spoke about WalkVivo. WalkVivo is an enterprise social platform, right? Here you can look at activity feed just like any other social platforms, and then you can quickly click it and then provide likes for it, right? Create different versions and share posts into that platform. That's the enterprise social platform we have. I have a 60-second video. I wanted to play it with you to make sure. So that's the Zoom WalkVivo. Now let's go to Bombay. right? How many of you attended large-scale events? You do yourself conduct large-scale events, right? What happens in an event platform? There are panelists who are speakers, and then there are attendees. Now, if you join, typically we do a practice session, and then we disconnect and go to the live webinar session. But what if it can provide you a backstage? That backstage allow the panelists to speak with each other and see what's happening in the live, and then move to the live webinar at a later point of time. That's what the Zoom events platform will allow you to do. If you look at it here, it's the complete production capabilities it is giving, right? You can create a lobby, you can create multiple events, and you can look at who are the participants already available there. If you want, you will be able to chat with them. Okay, let's join this session now. So this is where I have joined. I have two people, Abbas and Vinod, joining from Mumbai. So let me quickly go to them and go to a live webinar. Right. I'm at backstage right now. I'm going to the live webinar. Hey Abbas, Vinod, how are you? Can you hear me?
Hi there. Yes, all good.
Thank you. So I'll invite Vinod and Abbas to provide the Zoom space capabilities live from Mumbai. This is our Mumbai studio. Over to you, Vinod.
Thanks, Ved. So welcome to the Zoom Virtual Experience Center. So in the next few minutes, we'll be showcasing some of the capabilities of Zoom Spaces portfolio. Broadly, we are covering two aspects within it. One, which is related to hot desking. In Zoom's parlance, it is called workspace reservation, which my colleague Abbas will take you through. And second is the in-meeting room experience, how we are elevating the overall experience of an employee when they walk into the room and do collaborations using our Zoom Rooms portfolio. So for the first part, I'll hand it over to Abbas.
Thank you, Vinod. When employees or users walk into a hybrid workspace, they ideally book their desk through a mobile application or through a website, which is provided by Zoom. If an employee does not book their workspace in advance and they directly walk into the office, we will also provide a solution where when user reaches the reception, there can be a kiosk. Through this kiosk, user gets visibility of all the floors available in the building. They can choose the floor of their employee. Also, they can see which desks are available and choose the desk on which they want to work on that particular day. In this example, I am going to select the time for which I want to book a desk and click on the next option. It provides me a QR code. This is for authentication and confirmation purpose that this desk is booked by me. And I can simply scan this QR code using a mobile application and reserve the desk. Once the desk is reserved, it also shows my profile item on the floor map, so other users who are coming to office know where I am sitting, and if they want to collaborate with me, they can choose their desk accordingly. If this desk is associated with the Zoom device, which can be a Zoom phone or a personal video conferencing equipment, the device automatically gets reserved for the user who has booked the desk. When the user walks into that particular desk, they can check in into this particular equipment by again scanning a QR code. I'm going to scan this QR code quickly through Zoom mobile application, and once the QR code is scanned, the device auto checks in. So this device is now checked in. It now carries my extension number, it carries my personal meeting profile, and through calendar integration, it also carries the upcoming meetings form. When the user leaves the office, they can check out from this particular device, so there is no personal information left on this particular device that is available for use of other employees. If a desk is not having a Zoom equipment and the organization wants to have a lighter footprint, they can just have a QR code stick on the desk through which employees can reserve that particular desk. To show you more in-meeting experiences and employee engagement experiences in a Zoom room, I am going to hand it over back to Vinod.
So thanks, Abbas. So Abbas took you through the experience of desk booking, but then the same can be delivered through the workspace reservation app for room bookings as well. So if the room is pre-booked by an employee, and while they book the room, they have also scheduled a meeting on it, when they walk into the room, they will see a display reflecting their meeting information. Now, while Zoom Room supports definitely native meetings, we also have the ability to provide interop with other third-party meetings, and that's what I want to highlight over here. Zoom has the ability to make calls to other third-party platforms. It could be Google Meet, it could be Microsoft Teams, it could be WebEx, or it could be any third-party slip or HTTP invite that the user would have received and forwarded to that room and get connected to that. To show you that experience, I have currently sent a Microsoft Teams invite to this room. By just clicking on this join button, I am seamlessly able to get connected into a Microsoft Teams meeting directly from a native Zoom Room experience. The second capability that I want to share is with respect to the intelligent camera functionalities. Now, when we talk about intelligent cameras, Zoom supports two intelligent cameras today, solutions today. First is with respect to multi-camera mode. Now, when you initiate a Zoom meeting, and if that specific Zoom room has multiple cameras connected to it, then as an end user, I have the ability to invoke that camera by switching on the multi-camera mode. And as you can see, the moment I switch on the multi-camera mode, the two cameras that are connected to this Zoom room is now streamed live into the meeting, and far end will be able to access both these streams in the gallery view. Now, we are elevating this experience further, wherein if I do not want to use multi-camera mode and instead have a functionality which basically provides meeting equity for users that are sitting in the room, we have something called as Smart Gallery. So in Smart Gallery, again, you have the ability to activate that as an end user, depending upon the number of people sitting in the room. The moment you activate that functionality, the camera that is associated to the room will be able to identify individual participants that are there, and it's going to stream those individual participant streams as a gallery view to the foreign participants. This brings in meeting equity for the in-room participants as well. Now, we are taking this experience further using a functionality called as Intelligent Director, which Meher will share about. Over to you, Meher. Thank you.
Thank you, Vinod. Next one I want to talk about it. How many of you sitting in a large courtroom and sitting at the end of the table, and people say that you are not clearly visible? We experience it out every time, right? You have a conferencing camera in front, but we are sitting at the end of the table, we are not visible in the conference. So, what the solution that Zoom has to address it? We have something called Intelligent Director. Let's see how that Intelligent Director works.
So what we're going to do over here is you're looking into space over here, which is giving you the bowling alley effect. And that's a complaint we get from a lot of our customers, is that it's not a true connection to the individuals in this space. Now with Intelligent Director, we're going to go and turn that on now. What you're going to see is now, Intelligent Director is looking throughout the space over here with those 3 different cameras, trying to pick us up at the best possible angle in this space. Now, once it's done, it's going to pop us into our own quadrants over here, and now we have that meeting equity. Shane is sitting at home right now with his own quadrant, and now all of the individuals in this space also have now their own quadrant. My colleague Felipe is standing up at the back of the room, and what we're going to demonstrate with Felipe is he's going to walk around a little bit so you can see how the different cameras will pick him up from different angles. So now he's sitting back about 25 feet from the camera. How powerful is this? It just zoomed in on one of the cameras. We don't even know which one it is. It just does it automatically. And now Felipe is completely zoomed in. Caitlin, who knows at the head of the table, also zoomed in. So that's a very powerful technology in how we're accomplishing this, right? The best angle, the best possible view for each individual in this space. Now, finally, what we're going to do is we're going to have Felipe come and sit down at the table. The challenge here is he's going to sit behind my colleague Anton. Now, Anton's hiding Felipe in the meeting, yet Felipe is still here. So the camera automatically picked him up from a different angle, and now you can clearly see he's being hidden, but yet he's still in the space altogether. So that is the power of Intelligent Director. Please swing by the Zoom booth, where we have our specialists that give you more information on Intelligent Director, and we can give you further demonstrations on this technology. Thank you so much for taking
So that's what the intelligent director does. It provides, captures every person within the meeting room and projects them on the screen, so foreign participants will be able to interact with each other. Can you put it back? Yeah. So final one, we are doing many different things in the market, right? We have also done latest integrations that we have is drones, right? With drone integrations, we will be able to provide real-time collaborative functionalities in many different other fields, right? Like mining, solar farming, public safety. So let's see, we have how Skylark and drones plus Zoom is addressing this particular need.
I'm Dylan, co-founder and CEO of Skylark Drones. We build drone software for all types and varieties of drones. We work with large enterprises, typically Ultratech, Tata Steel, and lot of large mining and solar companies. We built towards real-time video calling, which was not available in any other product in the world so far. This completely changed the way we used to do inspections and real-time inspections and real-time surveillance in different industries. The drone video call feature actually has some key requirements. Number one being that sending video real-time, having a constant communication with the drone pilot as well. So this enables the drone pilot to communicate real-time to some inspectors sitting remotely, and he can inspect critical assets such as electrical towers and pipelines and so on. So this was the reason why we chose the Zoom Video SDK, because it became the perfect solution for us. We're just starting with two basic use cases of surveillance as well as inspection.